Ready.
Okay, Tango. It's an orange fizzy drink. Its company is British, and they produce Tango, Schweppes, not Schweppes, R-Whites, and a lot of other famous brands. History. The Tango was originally released by a company called Corona in 1950, and then it got taken over by the Beecham Group in 1958, and then it's with its current owners Britvic in 1987. And there are all the logos there on the screen, all different companies. As I said, Britvic own Tango, R-Whites, Robinsons, Drench, a lot of other famous brands. So they know the drinks, how to produce them, how to advertise them. Tango's been around for 60 years, and there's loads of different flavours and types. These are just some of them. There's apple, lemon, orange, cherry, and there's more pineapple, blackcurrant. And over 60 years, orange is still out in the front with the most sales out of all the Tangos over 60 years. This is the latest type of Tango that's been out, produced and released in 2011, Turbo Tango. It's more of a foam than a drink, so you just squirt it into your mouth, because people just can't be bothered to tilt it, so just squirt it into their mouth. That's still around now as well, so it wasn't a limited edition thing. And this is a big thing as well now, Tango Ice Blast, found in a lot of cinemas and big events. It's now got a ride in Blackpool named after it. Tango Ice Blast the ride, pretty simple name, which opened in 2007. There's 4 different flavours. There's raspberry, lemon, bubblegum, and cherry. Cherry, I think. Tango's main competitor is Fanta, for the obvious reason that Fanta's biggest drink is also orange flavour. They're basically fighting over having the biggest orange flavoured drink, so that everyone would go to them. Tango was outdone by Fanta in 2005 by 3-1, so every 3 that Fanta sold, Tango only sold 1. And I found a student poll for this year, and you can still see that Fanta just outdoes Tango, not by a lot. Tango got 42.5% of votes out of 40, and Fanta got 57.5%. They're also fighting over the ice drink that you find in cinemas and big events, because Fanta have got their own one called Fanta Frozen, and they've as well got both the same flavours, so they're also fighting to have the best frozen drink in cinemas. And then we go on to how Tango's became the brand that it is, how they became so big. So I'm going to show you one of their band adverts.
I think we might use a video replay here.
Super, Ralph. Let's do that.
Oh, yes, we could be in for a quintessential Django chase sensation here. Why, yes, Tony, let's look again.
Yes, Ralph. The big orange fella run in from the left, and he gives him a good old slapping.
It just illustrates the bite and buzz. Oh, a real orange is in Django.
Yes, Ralph. Super taste sensation, smashing drink, lovely.
You know where you've been, Tango.
So as you saw at the end, that's their most famous slogan.
Scotland might surprise you. We have no shortage of natural beauty or wild beasts.
That's That's the most famous slogan, you'd know when you've been tangoed. That advert was made in 1991 and then put on air in 1992. It was banned after children started going into schools, on the streets, and just slapping people, as you saw in the advert. Even though this was banned, you can still tell that it got out there, because in 2000 it was named the 3rd best advert of all time. So it still gets out there and people still see it, because they obviously want to see the banned advert and why it was banned. This is another advert by Tango, their clear drink. So they've changed their slogan to say it's clear when you've been tangoed, obviously relating to the drink being clear. So I'm going to show you this one now.
One night of magic rush, the star to silver touch. One night to ocean's thrill, and then ring. 10 days of perfect tears, the colors red and blue. We had a promise made, we were in love. Took off our hats above, to lean on.
This ad was banned because people of Swansea, because that's where they filmed it, complained about the mess it left their streets in. So they obviously didn't clear up after them. There's fruit lying everywhere, smashed pots, bikes. And this was also taken off because they replicated Sony's Bravia TV ad. Have you seen that? Yeah. You can see it copied it, but they've used the same song, they've used the same scene going down a hill. But in the Sony one they used bright bouncy balls to show the quality of the TV coming out, whereas Tango have used fruit down a hill, so you could see they give the idea that there's goodness and fruit in the drink. And then we go on to my primary research. I went down to Blackheath Village and conducted a tester. And the main people that came up to me were teenagers, not many adults, and they normally opted to go for orange Tango out of the choices. I had orange and apple and cherry. I also sent a questionnaire around about Tango and the adverts, and if people have seen it, tasted it. It's the feedback I've got. As you see, everyone has tried Tango, they've liked it, and everyone but one has actually seen a Tango advert. And if you read on, the person that said they didn't see one said that the advert was brilliant, they liked it, and that it made them want to go out and buy it, because it made them thirsty, they liked the advert, want to go out and buy it. It's clear from the research that even if your ad is banned, it still gets out there, everyone sees it because they want to see the banned advert and why it was actually banned. So this shows that it's good advertisement for your product. For me, I believe that the Tango's target audience is for teenagers, young adults, because the adverts are more humorous and stupid than what an adult would see in different adverts. So teenagers would find that funny. I also think it's more aimed at males as well, because they would look at that stupidity and violence and like it. And also because in all the adverts I've seen, apart from the Tango Clear one, there's males in the clips. That's the only one I've seen with a female in. And then my initial ideas when I was thinking of making the ad is, because I thought it was more male based, I'd done 2 about football and 1 with violence in it. First one was people playing football, they're losing, they're down, and then at half time they all come off the pitch, they have a tango each. They're all refreshed, they feel happy, they go back onto the pitch and they win the game. So it's playing football myself, I know that is a good thing to feel. The second one was watching football on the sofa with your mates, and you could go at half time, go to the fridge, no tango left. So one of you runs out, tries to get into the shops, but there's people in your way trying to get to the tango as well. So you try to take a shortcut, we have to jump over obstacles, jump through them. And the third one was more violent, so it would get banned, like all the other tango ads. This was an assassination on a lethal drug dealer. And when the assassins, they shoot him, they stab him, and they fall back into a pool of tango. My idea I went for is idea 3, the assassination, just so I got into the tango way of getting banned ads. And the assassins would dress up in all orange, relating to the tango orange drink. And then when they're getting ready for the assassination, they're sitting there, they're drinking their tango. And then they go on, they see the drug dealer, they stab him, they shoot him, and then they kick him into the pool of tango, and then they both get a tango out each, and they hold it up in a freeze frame together. And then there's a new slogan saying tango, a hero's drink. So it gets the idea over that tango is for heroes. The feasibility study, there's decent amount of skill needed. You're going to need good editing skills and good camera skills. I don't believe this advert will take a long time to produce and make. The budget, it's a low budget ad, not over £500 needed. The equipment's very basic, just a camera, tripod, computer to load it onto. The location, I can do this in a back garden, a field, along the streets, anywhere really, just with a pool. My SWOT. The strengths of doing this ad is it gets a message across saying that tango is for heroes. So people think, oh, it's a good drink, it's for good ways. Everyone will also want to watch it because when there's a banned advert, everyone makes a big fuss about it, or why was it banned, so they go and watch it and see for themselves why it was banned. A weakness about this is it will get banned from the TV, so it won't be on there for long, and also it'll just be online, so people would have to search for it, they won't just be watching TV and it'll pop up. The opportunities of this is it will get tango out there more, it will get everyone talking about it, which eventually will lead to more sales of the drink. A threat of this is the ASA could sue me because it's sending a violent message out to everyone to assassinate people with tango. The budget, it's not a massive budget, as you see, just under £500. The main bit of kit is the camera, £330. I'll also need a tripod for £30, replica guns for the ad for £30, £33 for assessing robes, £6 for blades, an underwater light for £13 roughly, orange colour lens for about £1, and just a couple of packets of fake blood for £1.50. Regulatory issues. The ASA, Advertising Standards Authority, have banned a lot of tango adverts in the past, so they're always on the case of tango, they're always looking at their ads. So it's kind of the tango way to make an ad that is banned. So that's what I plan to do with mine. I plan to get it taken off of the air online, so it's just online, and hopefully get another successful ad.